Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, sacred starseed nation of our New Earth tribe. Welcome to the day encoded with the 369 code of Nikola Tesla and the great mystery of the universe, and the 1111 gateway to New Earth. Our local Solaris has become very active again through today's divine event portal, releasing 7 C-class solar flares and 2 M-class flares, with the most powerful maxing at M8.12 at 2039 UTC. Pachamama also received a very powerful activation today with a magnitude 7.0 earthquake on the border of Alaska and Yukon, Canada, crown chakra of the new Lemuria, at 2041 UTC, followed by many intense aftershocks for several hours. The magic within your Sacred Heart Center is coming online and pulsing to the beat of the cosmic symphony as we make our quantum leap of consciousness into the new human species of Homo Luminous, light beings of eternal life. As we navigate through this 1111 Stargate portal, keep your heart and mind open and feel your way through every activation, every obstacle and interference pattern as we release and dissolve the old false 3D Earth and manifest together our 5D new heaven upon the new Earth. A'ho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, Keen 47, Blue Galactic Hand, of our Universal Alliance of Light with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end, where we release a powerful divine decree for the 1111 Gateway Divine Event. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And now we continue with Divine Sister of the Light, Valerie A. Elster, feeling big plasma waves plus new head tones as we move toward the galactic new year on 12/21, the 26,000 cycle finally grounding. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Grandma Chandra, coming together as one flow. You are all going in one higher direction. It does not matter on what ground you are standing, the history you had, or what lineage you came from. You are all coming together with Gaia as one flow. By understanding this, you become to be more compassionate and loving, even if it seems that something is not going the right way in the big picture of things. It really is. With this approach, you can live a much happier life and avoid aggression, interruptions, and negative reactions. Everything that can be created by misunderstanding or mistrust, you can now put behind you. You are moving as one flow in the higher dimensions. It is easier to forgive and understand instead of being enemies and resisting. If you don't spend energy on negative emotions and resistance, you can expend more positive energy and send it in the right direction. Hugs and love to all of you, Grandma, from GrandmaChandra.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Aura 444, compression breakthrough of gravitational waves. This pressure is how stars are formed. A balance between pressure and gravity is how our sun and all other stars stay stable without collapse. Nuclear fusion is how they stay powered up. This atomic process happens within you too. Release any excess of energy not serving you and take pressure off yourself. It's how to collapse lower timelines and bring balance to you. Dizziness and headaches can be experienced as an influx of light has increased due to the magnetic and gravitational fields increasing in our solar system. Also, a treaty was breached by a group of ambassadors that used the word nation. Ground intervention is next. Enjoy the show and keep your light shining brighter now more than ever. Godspeed to you all. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Shay from Numbers by Shay Numerology, 12-6-25. It should be obvious that the world has shifted and is not going back. Those who try to go back in time will only confirm and facilitate its passing. Some even fight to resurrect what was never really there. What we learn today is that an idealized but unrequited past resides in a heart in pain. From cloying sentimentality, unexpressed emotions, shadows of paths not taken, words not said, love not embraced, that hurting heart wants to go back and fix things. But our power isn't back there, and our hearts are heavy from holding what is done. So now is the time to let go and let healing begin. Today is based in love and bursting with the light of understanding, empowering us to free our hearts from the darkness of days gone by. From Divine Sister of the Light, Chalea, Channel and Mystic. This avalanche is unstoppable, the High Council of Sirius. Blessings, beloved ones. It is an honor to connect with you and all who will be hearing our message. Thank you for this transmission. These moments of humanity's awakening represent a significant turning point, a pivotal juncture in which an increasing number of individuals are stepping forward to embrace transformative, positive changes within their existence. It is a time of profound realization and introspection, where many have been led down a deceitful path, still clinging tightly to outdated beliefs and entrenched patterns of separation that have long divided your race. This period of your awakening invites everyone to reconsider and reevaluate their perspectives on life, relationships, and the very essence of their being. This transition provides a unique opportunity to transform deeply held beliefs about love, respect, and self-worth. As you traverse these intense times, hidden truths are beginning to surface, revealing insights and understandings that have been buried beneath layers of misinformation and societal conditioning. These revelations are poised to change everything you perceive to be true, shaking the very foundations of your understanding. Even those among you who have already experienced a degree of awakening will find themselves shocked and challenged by much of what will be exposed in the coming days. It is vital to recognize that those who have manipulated your reality have constructed a matrix built primarily on their insatiable greed and desire for control, all done at the expense of humanity's well-being. In response to this manipulation, the populace is beginning to rise and step up against the oppression and enslavement that has been perpetrated for far too long. You have been unwittingly used to generate immense wealth for those who hold power over you, while your own potential and freedom have been systematically suppressed. However, the divine light of truth is now illuminating all shadows, exposing the hidden agendas that have kept humanity in a state of blindness and compliance. The avalanche of information that is about to be presented to you is unstoppable. It will come forth suddenly, when with great force, leaving no room for the malevolent forces to act in a way that could hinder its emergence. Change has already become a familiar aspect of your lives, but the magnitude of this shift will be monumental, far surpassing anything you have experienced thus far. This is a radical transformation that will redefine how you perceive your place in the world and your connection to others. These times are incredibly important for you, dear ones, as the future of humanity hangs in the balance, dependent on your awareness, engagement, and higher understanding of the truths that are being revealed. You must rise to the occasion and be the beacons of truth, shining brilliantly for all to see, guiding those who are still lost in the darkness of deception. Stand tall in your knowing, for the light of the infinite Creator resides within you, waiting to be acknowledged and expressed. Your inner light is a powerful force for change, capable of inspiring others to awaken and join in the collective movement toward a more enlightened and unified existence. We love you and honor you. We are the High Council of Sirius. From universallighthouse.com. And today from Divine Brother of the Light Diego E. Berman, Ph.D., 2026, A New Beginning in the Power of One, December 6, 2025. Dear friends, as we soon enter 2026, humanity moves into a one universal year, the first step of a new 9-year numerological cycle, whereas 2025 carried the energy of 9, completion, release, and emotional clearing. 2026 opens like a bright doorway into beginnings, possibilities, and fresh paths waiting to be explored. In numerology, the number 1 symbolizes the seed of creation, the original spark that sets all things in motion. This vibration mirrors many ancient traditions. The Greek concept of the monad as the indivisible origin of all existence. The Egyptian deity Atum, who self-generated from the primordial waters to begin creation, and the Hindu principle of Brahman as the one consciousness giving rise to the world. In 2026, this archetypal first impulse echoes through collective and personal experiences. The number 1 acts as a catalyst for self-definition, leadership, and innovation. It invites each person to step onto a new path with clarity and determination. After the dissolving energies of the prior year, this shift can feel bold, motivating, and at times intense. The vibration of 1 is not passive. It inspires action, decisions, and courage. It asks, what new identity am I ready to express? What direction am I choosing? What truth wants to be lived through me now? In this way, 2026 becomes a deeply personal year, one in which the inner voice gains volume and authenticity becomes non-negotiable. 144 flowing in. The universal frequency also activates the collective imagination. Years under the influence of 1 often correspond with cultural renewal, new leadership emerging, and breakthroughs in science, creativity, and technology. The world may feel more dynamic, unpredictable, or fast-moving, but also full of fresh opportunities and innovative ideas. Systems that are outdated or stagnant may be challenged, while new models, solutions, and visions attract momentum. In many ways, 2026 plants the seeds for the next 9-year cycle, shaping the direction humanity will walk toward 2034. As this new energy settles in, many people will experience emotional shifts. The 1 vibration heightens self-awareness, pushing unresolved fears, dreams, or desires to the surface. Some may feel bursts of confidence and clarity, while others experience restlessness, impatience, or a need for independence. These fluctuations are natural responses to a frequency that emphasizes selfhood and courage. Emotional intensity isn't regression, it's recalibration, a sign that the psyche is preparing for renewal and aligning with new intentions. Physically, the body attunes to the 1 frequency through the solar plexus and root chakra, centers connected to willpower, identity, grounding, and direction. Many may experience digestive changes, shifts in energy levels, abdominal tension, disrupted sleep, or sudden bursts of motivation followed by fatigue. This happens because the 1 vibration is electrically charged, activating the body with forward momentum. Grounding practices, breath work, intentional rest, and mindful routines help integrate this new rhythm more smoothly. At the same time, intuitive sensitivity heightens, manifesting through clearer insights, sharper guidance, and faster manifestation cycles. Collectively and individually, 2026 marks a profound beginning. It is a year infused with renewal, creative force, and the courage to step into new versions of ourselves. The power of 1 guides us to say yes to our purpose, our authenticity, and our next chapter. With every choice aligned with truth, the path ahead becomes brighter and more expansive. As this new cycle opens, We are reminded that every great journey begins with a single intentional step, and 2026 invites us to take it with confidence, optimism, and a deep sense of possibility. Have a wonderful weekend, and stay tuned for more energy updates as we move closer to this new year. Much love, we are one, from DiegoBerman.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. This is the Great Gathering. We are in the midst of the great gathering of souls on multidimensional levels, as well as the gathering of species of life and life forms. Like the proverbial Noah's Ark, yet in a totally different form and format. Many of the animals, birds, and other species, earth, air, and waters, have and are already ascending, while many souls are already tuned into and in the 7th dimensional state. The 9th and 12th are now opening. This is the great transfiguration on planetary, solar, galactic, and universal levels ever experienced. And what makes it even more interesting is that there is not one single form of life, visible and invisible, which is not going through a huge transformation at some level, whether they are aware of it or not. It reminds me when last year I visited the West Coast Fossil Park, and when we were being shown the dig where many of these massive fossils still are. I was tuning into the saber-toothed lions, the short-necked giraffe, the elephants, from over 450 million years ago, according to the paleontologists, but in fact are much older. And interestingly, I found them very much alive still, as they telepathically communicated that they, during the earth changes which happened then, withdrew into the inner earth. I was not surprised, for this is not the first time I was told this. I have come across this more than once. The gathering now of souls in all forms of life is mainly a sorting of such, so that those who have shifted into the different dimensional levels then co-create together on those levels and those consciousness level fields. All of this is currently in soul form and not yet in the physical. Whether you are consciously aware of this or not, your soul never sleeps, even when your body does. And during your sleep you are literally working, not only on intergalactic levels, but also here on Earth. Many of us are actively involved in assisting in all these species through their ascension process, as well as anchoring in the new crystalline structures and forms, as well as the energy vortices, and so much more. Many souls work with the intergalactic fleet and the ascended masters, and the intergalactic and universal councils, as well as those from their own home galaxies and systems, non-stop in this regard. This was agreed to before you were born, and long before that even. Your soul is not bound by the physical at all, and not by your own finite mind. The soul can travel anywhere in the infinite creation at will. This is why it is good practice to, before you go to sleep, to ask where you wish to go, even to visit the universities of light in Sirius, or the cosmic heart in Andromeda, or wherever. The gathering now is the gathering of souls who have always worked together, and many of you were here from the very beginning, when the outer crust of the earth was first created around the inner core, around the intergalactic fleet satellite station, and thus became the inner earth civilizations, of which there are few. Many of the groups of souls gathering connect directly to the ancient ones of the innermost core of the earth, who have vowed to not leave the earth until the new earth has been fully established, the new human 7th root race, and the first 1,000 years of the new golden age. I have come across the ancient ones many times during my travels and my energy work, and indeed their love for this planet has no bounds. They are represented on the intergalactic councils and often intercede on behalf of humanity. During this gathering, which will now intensify, many will now reconnect with souls from their own soul groups, cluster soul groups, and universal soul groups, or monads, as we are fully merging as one. plus those souls you agreed to meet with at this huge transition and lifting into the highest Christ consciousness, fully anchored into your own mighty I Am presence, highest soul self, and the divine source within, and then first work together as one at soul level, before you even meet in your new solar crystalline light bodies, or in whatever form in the next few years. Many of us are already working on multidimensional levels as well as intergalactic and universal, and nothing is impossible. All is possible, and way beyond what we can even have a concept of right now. This is why we are here, and we have been trained for this for many millions of Earth years. This is indeed the time when, if you choose to fully step into the new existence, you need to keep disciplined and focused on your highest soul calling, and take full responsibility for living your highest truth with integrity and absolute purity, clarity, faith, and trust. Add to this love and joy. You are now called to live your truth and step forward, as we are now asked to pioneer the way and become it. From JudithKusel.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Colleen Lemma. On Saturday, December 6th, Mercury, ruler of the mental realm, is in psychological Scorpio, and creating a beneficial trine aspect to Jupiter, ruler of our belief systems, in gentle Cancer. This signifies a powerful, intuitive, and emotionally deep period for uncovering truths, integrating past emotional lessons, and finding profound meaning in concepts that were previously hidden from us, especially as it relates to family patterns and our emotional wounds. Significant inner growth and transformation can take place now. It is a soul work and soul reevaluation. Time to align your mind, Mercury and Scorpio, with your inner wisdom, Jupiter and Cancer. You might revisit past beliefs or coping mechanisms that no longer serve your deepest self. It is a time to dig deep, question old stories that come up, trust what you are feeling and intuiting, and just focus on being and understanding. It is a time to confront your fears, review personal beliefs, family foundations, and emotional security, integrate past experiences, and find meaning in old karmic patterns. This process can easily lead to profound emotional breakthroughs, clarity and healing that goes deep and reverberates across time and space. Your ancestors are here to assist. They want healing and integration as much as you do. Call them in to assist you. You are releasing the shadows of what you no longer need to carry. You are taking back your power from the disempowering stories of the past. Blessings of love and light to all. From ColleenLemma.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Lunar aspects. Mercury in Scorpio, trine Jupiter retrograde in Cancer. We are back wading through deep territory, the mind-ranging, shadowy places. But we've been here before, splashed through these very paths, jumped at every whisper. Now we know this place, and the voices are familiar, echoes of the past. Now it's easier to understand why we think what we think, why we feel as we feel. With greater understanding comes greater power. But if you still feel unsettled, if history is no refuge, it's time to create a new wave of thoughts. Create a swell of positive affirmations along with kind words for your inner child. Name your shadow parts and talk to them directly with infinite kindness and sensitivity. Give yourself the empathy you didn't receive when it mattered most. Bathe in unconditional love to bring closure to old stories. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 257, Red Planetary Earth. Tone 10 with keywords manifest, perfect, and produce. Lands on the 10th day of the Yellow Star wave spell, like a golden seed finally sprouting into full view. The 10th step of any wave spell is about manifesting what you need. It provides perfect opportunities. We are getting very close now to the end of this wave spell and the end of the Tzolk'in. It is very fitting. the meaning of these last few days. If you followed consciously through this whole 260-day cycle, then you will know these energies quite well. Today is Red Earth, representing evolution, synchronicity, and navigation. When the Red Earth comes round, we get the chance to focus on our evolution. It is a wonderful grounding energy that helps us connect with the planet we live on. When we do this successfully, our navigation is reset and we find ourselves redirected. Our timing improves because we have facilitated synchronicity by connecting with our Mother Earth. This leads us to be in the right place at the right time. More coincidences happen and evolution becomes easier because we learn which direction to go. Today's perfect number makes this Red Earth Day one of the most powerful and profound. Watch for those magical, of course, moments. And today, from Divine Sister of the Light Christina Papa Giorgio, Red Planetary Earth, 10 Kaban, Keen 257, 6 of December 2025, Manifesting Harmony, Countdown, 3 days to the end of Tzolk'in. Keen 257 equals 77 equals 14 equals 5, Freedom, Change, Transformation. Another huge planetary liberation day in our ever-evolving ascension journey on planet Earth. 369, Nikola Tesla Code, Universal Magic. Keen 257 is a potent planetary ascension keen, hot on the heels of the supermoon in Gemini. Gaia is going into overdrive, propelling us forward. Day 10 of the spectacular Yellow Star Wave Spell, where we are awakening our sparkle and using our creativity to attract more beauty, grace, and harmony in our lives, so that our lives become a living work of art. As we reach Day 10 in the final countdown to piercing the veil through to Source, 3 days to go. Today we are perfecting the manifestation of peace and harmony in our beautiful new world that we are collectively co-creating. Perfecting the creation of the reflection of time equals art, as above so below. It is decreed. Tone of creation, planetary tone 10 in the physical realm. Action produces, power perfects, essence manifestation. The 10th stage of the Yellow Star Wave Spell is the perfection of all we imagined as possible, and more. It is the harvest stage where we happily reap our manifest splendor. The forms we have been imagining begin to manifest into our reality, and our lives begin to reflect the beauty and harmonious flow that we desire. Our lives are transforming. Our minds and hearts are at peace. All is well in our beautiful world. Gaia is strongly calling all the planetary wizards to unite in their collective visions of utopia today, meditating and being in stillness in order to perfect our manifestation of this grand planetary new dream of peace on Earth. Let's do this together, planetary kin. Let Gaia reach her highest potential too. Visualize bliss on Earth. Today's question is, how can we perfect the manifestation of the divine harmonic matrix of Mother Gaia? Divine blessings for perfecting extraordinary global manifestations today. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 257, Red Planetary Earth. The mantra, the code for today is, I perfect in order to evolve, producing synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the planetary tone of manifestation. I am guided by the power of life force. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So if you'd like to help support our work, our mission, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world for free, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to thank Divine Star of the Light Jewel at Holistic Pet Care for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Star. We truly appreciate you and your continued support. Please support our Divine Star of the Light Jewel and her amazing holistic pet care company at holisticpetcare.com. And we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so we're very grateful for each and every one of you. If you'd like to support our work and mission with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also welcome and thank Divine Butler of the Light, Reed 47, for your pledge and support on YouTube memberships, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. And now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a very powerful divine decree for the 1111 Gateway Divine Event. By the authority of my eternal soul and the light of the infinite Creator, I step consciously into the 1111 gateway. I declare myself open, receptive, and aligned with the highest timeline of divine ascension. I call forth the living light of the 1111 portal to activate every strand of my divine blueprint. I receive the codes of unity, the keys of remembrance, and the frequencies of sovereign awakening. Through this sacred gateway, I release all false timelines, karmic residues, ancestral burdens, and shadow patterns. They dissolve now in the radiant fire of divine correction. I claim my position as a bridge of light between heaven and earth. I activate the crystalline corridors within my being. I awaken the dormant stars within my cells. I restore the memory of who I truly am. By the holy alignment of the twin pillars of light, I balance the divine masculine and divine feminine within me. I become whole. I become clear. I become sovereign. No illusion may stand in this field of truth. No fear may survive this frequency of love. No darkness may enter the sanctified space of light. Through the 1111 gateway, I step into my destined role as a guardian of light, a grid walker, a path opener, and a carrier of the new earth codes. I decree that my path is illuminated, my soul is activated, my mission is remembered, my light is unstoppable. I am aligned, I am activated, I am ascended, and so it is. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and restful Sunday tomorrow as we continue our journey through the ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.